This is PlayStation Plus or Minus for April 2018. The games available for PS4 users this month are Mad Max, Trackmania Turbo, 99 Vidas, Q*bert Rebooted, and In Space We Brawl. This time we are taking a look at the big game for this month, which is Mad Max, and the rest of the games will be covered in the next few weeks. So if you want to see those when they come out, feel free to hit that subscribe button and, all that stuff. Anyway, let's get started and talk about 2015's Mad Max by Avalanche Studios. This game came out only a few months after the perfection of modern action filmmaking that was Mad Max Fury Road, so you could call this game a movie tie-in. That said, the story of the game doesn't seem to be at all related to the movie. And I say that it seems that way because I'm honestly not convinced that Mad Max the game actually has a story. Max's only mission, seemingly for the entire game, is to make the most badass car in existence. Which, as far as video game motivations go, it's not half bad. I mean, the game's called Mad Max. Making a sweet car is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. Besides, I think the last time anyone played a sandbox game for the story was like Red Dead Redemption. Great game, but boy oh boy has the sandbox game formula changed dramatically in the last few years, and Mad Max adheres to that formula to an almost worrying degree. Ubisoft is probably somewhere in line to sue Mad Max, right behind Batman's combat system and Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I digress. Today's sandbox formula is much less Grand Theft Auto ripoff and much more Far Cry 3 ripoff. It includes liberating bases, lots of repetitive side quests, going up very high to uncover the map, scouting locations, contextual button presses, collecting shiny things, and of course, using those shiny things in upgrade systems. Let me tell you, if you've watched my videos before, you know that I have a terrible weakness for progression systems like this. As long as the moment-to-moment gameplay is somewhat fun and I'm getting some kind of reward for it, I can totally do the same thing over and over and over, and I'm completely fine with that. And the gameplay here in Mad Max seems pretty fun. Car combat is fast and impactful, and you've got a ton of options for taking down foes. Avalanche also made Just Cause 3, so they must just have a thing for grappling hooks, and I gotta say, I totally agree with them. This shit is fun as hell. Just look at that! I mean, that's cool as hell! Look, the combat is sort of just a stripped-down version of the Batman games, the whole block counter dodge system, but it works really well, and it is satisfying. I gotta say, this gameplay may be a little generic at this point, but it all seems pretty fun. I mean, we've got death race car combat that is varied and interesting, hand-to-hand combat that's kinda basic but very satisfying, and a progression system that I just love. And look, I mean, you even get a cute little doggy. You know what I'm gonna name you? Furiosa. Get it? Like Charlize Theron? So yeah, this game seems pretty great, but there's still a few minutes left in this review. I don't know what could possibly ruin this game for me. I mean, it would have to be something really bad. Like, this game is perfectly fine on a content level. Maybe, is there just some technical issue? Oh, what are you doing? No, stop, no. What is this? Ugh! Mad Max, you were so close. So very close to being a full 100% plus. Solid recommendation, but... oh god, how do I put this? The controls in this game are... broken. Busted. Non-functional. Mangled beyond belief. It's as simple as this. The input lag on this game is the worst I have ever seen on a console game. Playing this game on a console feels like playing with 500 ping. Every single input takes a half second to register in the game. And yeah, I timed it. A full half second delay. And this isn't an occasional thing. Like, this doesn't just happen when there's a lot of stuff on screen or when the frame rate drops. This is all the time. For everything. I only recorded it for walking, but trust me, it's there during combat, it's there when you're driving, it's there when you turn the damn camera. It never stops. Part of me feels like I must be crazy. Like, maybe I'm making a too big a deal of this, especially since of all the reviews I've looked at for this game, I could not find anyone else who mentioned this issue. And no, this is not a problem with my TV or capture device. I compared it to other games, and Mad Max is much, much worse. And no, I am not just mad because bad, because Mad Max is actually a very easy game. This input lag would make a hard game completely unbearable. Instead, it just makes an easy game annoying. I sincerely wish that I could recommend Mad Max to you, but this consistent, terrible input lag is just not okay. And yeah, you can get used to it, and the game is still mostly playable. There's some graphical glitches here and there, but from a content perspective, this game is fine. But the entire game feels like it's happening 5 minutes in the past, and I shouldn't need a DeLorean and a flux capacitor to control a game that came out on the current console generation. There's a lot to like here about the content of Mad Max, but the technical issues keep this game from getting a plus. Mad Max instead gets an it depends. If bad controls are a deal breaker for you, then stay far away. But if you don't think this will bother you too much, then by all means, download it and try it out for yourself. This is kind of the standard of modern sandbox games, and if that at all appeals to you, definitely give Mad Max a try. It's a big game, there's a lot of content here, it'll take you a while to finish, and as long as you can get past this frankly horrendous input lag, then this can be an enjoyable game. But what did you think? Am I blowing the input lag way out of proportion, or did it kind of ruin the game for you too? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. But anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode of PlayStation Plus or Minus. Subscribe if you want to see my reviews of the remaining PS Plus free games, like the video if you think I earned it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.